Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with Cards with Barrington. Just want to share some of my knowledge with you guys. I have 8+ years in the business, all the way from a car salesman up to a finance manager. Um, what we're doing here is just reacting to a Dave Ramsey video. Uh, this person's got a 25% car loan, and I would just like to express what I think should have been done or should not have been done, or give some tips, give some inside knowledge on what these guys are talking about. These videos I have not seen yet, so we're watching them live together. And I'll pause occasionally, give you my honest reaction, my honest opinion. Whatever you guys think, I'd love to hear. I'd love to see what you guys think. And before any further ado, let's jump right into the video.
Zachary is on the line to start off this hour in Virginia. Hi, Zachary. How are you?
Good. How about you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Sweet. I know you've probably gotten this question multiple times in different variants, and it's probably nowhere near to the degree, but I recently ended up getting into a car loan, which honeypotted me basically. And what I wanted to do was get a source of transportation to get a better job. I'm 20 years old. I work two jobs, about 70 to 75 hours a week. And it originally was a good deal. And then as I got roped into it, I now end up having to pay double what the original price was due to the interest and everything like that. And so I don't know whether it's a good idea to drop both jobs, drop a job, try and find something better, get cushioning, all along those lines. I just don't know what the best course of action is.
So, from what I heard, uh, Zachary has got two jobs. He's working very hard. He's a young kid, and he got a car for transportation reasons, which makes sense. Um, what he's saying is that he's going to end up paying double or for the car twice because of interest. And what he's saying is the car that he purchased, let's say, was $20,000. His interest rate is 25%. Excuse me. Over interest, he's going to end up paying for that car twice, maybe 2.5 times. That's the importance of interest, of knowing what your interest rate is on your car loan. I specialize in high interest loans. I remember when I bought my first car financed it by myself, I didn't have any credit. I didn't understand interest, APRs. APR stands for annual percentage rate. I didn't understand loan amounts, terms. The only thing I focused on was your monthly payment. So in this situation, it sounds like he thought it was a good deal. I would imagine that it got to an affordable payment for him, but he did not pay attention to the interest rate or the APR. Um, let's see what Dave says, and I'll give you my opinion moving forward.
Hmm. So, what do you owe on the car? What's the payoff on it today?
It would be $17,000.
What did you pay for the car?
I paid $2,000 down payment. This was
Wrong. He didn't say what you put down. What is the car cost? How much was the car?
literally
What was
about
the
4
price
days
that
ago.
you paid for the car? 19,000?
It was 17,000. I got a car loan for up to $2,000. It originally was priced at 9,000.
I'm confused. And I can see Dave's face as well. He's confused too. We want to know what the price of the car was, not how much you put down, what you got approved for. What was the price of the car? And I think that's the first thing that we have to figure out. And I think that's what Dave's trying to figure out in his head as well.
Dollars before processing fees, interest, all that type stuff. And then overall, the car payments all add up to $17,000.
No, that is not your payoff, honey. That's the
What was
total
that?
of all your payments.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not your payoff.
So you guys know what Dave's trying to say. There is a difference between your payoff, how much you owe on the car, and how much you'll pay over the course of your loan. Your payoff, if you were to check for the vehicle right now, let's say it's $15,000. If you paid the average car loan today is 72 months, 6 years. If you made all of your payments for 6 years with the interest rate, see if I can pull up some stats for you. Auto loan calculator. Okay. So his monthly payment, let's just say, is $404. If he wrote a check for the vehicle right now, he would need to write a check for $15,000. But if he made all 72 payments at $404.06 a month at 25%, he's going to end up paying, with his $2,000 down, almost $30,000 for this car, which he is right. He's going to pay for this car twice, which is the importance of having good credit, understanding what your interest rate and your APR is, and understanding your term. Don't just focus on the monthly payment. I understand that in most situations, that's the important part now, because you're budgeting for your month to month expenditures. But if you're trying to eliminate debt, if you're trying not to get into car debt, if you're trying not to get underwater, which you'll hear a lot in the car business, pay attention to your interest rate, pay attention to your credit, pay attention to your APR, and say it again with me: annual percentage rate.
Payoff is if you paid it off today, it would not
Mhm.
be $17,000 that you owe. That includes
Yeah.
all the interest over the whole term of the loan.
Correct.
And so
Yeah.
if you paid it off today, it's more like $10,000.
Okay. So what would be the best course of action? Because I just down paymented it, and
Okay.
I'm just looking at
Who
the car
do you owe the money to?
Thomas Motorsports.
And what is the so they carried the lot, they carried the note on the lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in-house financing. So there are lenders or banks, Santander, Southeast Toyota, Ally. Those are banks and lenders. What happened to this gentleman, which why he has a 25% car loan, which is more likely, the place that sold him the automobile, it was probably a buy here, pay here, and they're doing in-house financing, so they themselves are pretty much lending him the money, but they gave him such a high interest rate that they sold a car once, but they're gonna get paid twice.
Call them and ask them what the payoff is today. That you want to pay it off.
Okay.
Okay, and get that number, and then figure out what the car is worth.
Gotcha.
Okay.
He's not wrong, and what he's trying to explain or trying to advise is what you owe versus what the car is worth is two different things. So just because you owe $50,000 doesn't mean your car is worth $50,000. And that really comes into play when you have a high interest rate or bad credit, or is a bad car deal for you.
Okay, so let's say that number is 10,000, and then you look the car up on Kelley Blue Book, kbb.com, and let's say the car's value, if you sell it private sale, if you sell it to another individual, which is the best your best pricing rather than selling it to a dealer on a trade-in value. Look up private sale on Kelley Blue Book, and let's say that that's $9,000 and the payoff is $10,000. Well, that means in order to sell it, you have to put $1,000 extra on the table to pay off and get out of this mess.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like you need to sell the car, doesn't it?
It does. I just don't know if it would equal out to the, amount of like the total car payments and everything. That's what made me very.
So I feel for this young kid because again, that's not what's being talked about, and it was kind of brought up before. The car's value does not equate to the amount that you'll pay over the course of your loan. It does not. And this young Thundercat is kind of missing the ball here. And again, he's 20. He's a young kid. This is America, unfortunately. We don't teach financial literacy. We don't teach how money works. And I always say the best experience is someone else's experience. So for anyone watching, if I can teach you something, if you can pick up a nugget from this, please pay attention and take some notes. But what you'll pay over the course of your loan is not the same as what the car is worth. Okay?
It's not the total car payments.
Yeah, okay.
The total car payments don't matter unless you keep the car and the loan through the whole term.
Correct.
That's the only way you're going to pay $17,000.
Gotcha.
So do you have an interest rate on this thing?
Yeah, 25%.
Dave's gonna have a heart attack.
Okay. Are you living at home with your parents?
Yeah.
Okay. Was your father or mother involved at all?
No, their debt was too bad.
No, I mean, did they look at
their what was
this situation with you? Did no one say 25% is brain damage?
Nobody said anything. If anything, I was told it was normal.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So maybe his parents didn't have financial literacy at all as well. And that's the problem in America. We're just repeating this generation after generation until someone learns and adapts from it. I mean, 25% is not normal. That's not.
I'll help you with this. It's brain damage. It's not even normal. Car payments are fairly normal. 25% interest on a car is not normal.
Yeah.
Really, really cray-cray. Okay? That's where you are. All right, so yeah, you got to get rid of this car and this, or get rid of this loan. One of the.
So either, depending on how long he's had the car loan, the only way to get rid of this loan and or car is to, is to pay off his car loan as quickly as possible. Because if not, paying it off seems like it's a big chunk. Don't get me wrong, it's a big chunk. But you're going to spend an even bigger chunk if you take the loan out, if you pay all the payments on the loan. It's not going to favor this gentleman at all. And then the other thing is getting out of this loan. So I would imagine that Dave's referring to like refinancing. And the only way that could really work right now with little to no money out of your pocket is to do it soon. Because if you wait a year, 2 years down the road, because of the high interest rate, he's not paying down the principal of the car. He's just paying interest. So he may have financed $17,000 after 2 years of $400 a month or whatever it is that he's paying a month, he's still going to owe roughly $15,000 on his car, because most of it's going towards interest and a very small piece of it's going towards principal. The best way to do this would be to get out of it now, as soon as possible. Trade it in, get you or maybe not trading in, it might not be the best course of action, because if you're in a 25% car loan right now, but refinancing it for a lower interest rate or better APR, so you don't pay twice for one car. So you don't pay for 2 cars and you only own one.
2. What are you earning?
Yeah.
How much are you earning?
With both jobs, it's about $2,800 altogether to play around with.
Man, this kid is young, because Dave's asking these questions and this kid's just kind of giving left field answers.
Okay. And you
But
you live at home?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are your expenses if you just said, I'm going to live on nothing and pay this car off very, very fast?
Great question.
I'd pay about. I could probably triple the car payment.
No. You make $2,800. What in the world would you be spending money on? You live at home.
Yeah.
And don't triple the car payment. Pay your car payment so you don't miss a payment. Make sure your credit continues to go up. But the other excess goes towards principal. Don't make an additional payment. Pay the principal down.
Food and everything like that.
Food where? You live at home.
Groceries.
You have to buy groceries at your house?
Yeah. I chip them.
You chip in how much?
About 200.
Okay.
200 to 400.
That leaves me $2,600. What
Yeah.
other expenses do you have?
I do
Gas?
give about another. Yeah.
And partying?
All that type. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
wish.
no restaurants, no
Yeah.
life until you get this car
Okay.
paid off. $200 plus your gasoline, and that's the only thing you're allowed to do.
Okay.
Okay. So let's pretend that that's 2,800 minus, we'll even be generous, 800. Okay. You have 800 in expenses. That's $2,000. $2,000 pays off $10,000 how fast?
In about 5 months.
There you go.
Yeah, I got a huge misconception about the interest thing. It's very anxious
Well,
time
the
for
interest
me.
is brain damage for sure,
Yeah.
but it's not going to hurt you as bad if you pay it off in 4 or 5 months. I'd like for you to
Okay.
do it in 4 months, because I'd like
Yeah,
you to have
I'd like to get it
zero
paid off as
expenses
well.
almost, and just put $2,500 a month on there.
I'd go get a
So, like I said, in a high interest loan, your best bet is to pay it off as soon as possible. Don't make additional payments, but to pay it off as soon as possible. Throw your money towards the principal, not payments. The bank wants payments. They want to get paid. You need to pay off the principal. Don't pay this off for 6 years. You have extra cash laying around. Pay your principal, not your interest.
Yeah.
third job and try to break Dave's record and try to do it in even less than that. You are young. You've got plenty of time.
You ain't got nothing to do but work.
Yeah. And now you got yourself a car that's paid off, and you're never going to do this again. In fact, if you do what Dave just said, you're going to learn this lesson without too much pain.
Yeah, and if you learn this lesson at 20, you never have to do it again. That's the good news. I've done a lot of stupid stuff in my life, sir. And the good news is, when you do something stupid, if you just never do that one again, there's plenty of other things you can do to stupid, but at least you never do that one again. And if you don't do that one again enough, eventually people call you wise.
It's true.
So you went onto a car lot and got screwed. Is what happened.
25%.
You got screwed by this company, and no one was there at 20 years old to coach you and tell you you were getting screwed. That is absolutely ridiculous. You paid too much for the car, and you paid too much for the loan. There was nowhere in this whole discussion that you got a deal. No one took care of you. No one watched out for
No, he got taken care of.
you. Your mom and dad just let you wander down and get shot in the face. I mean, this is bizarre. Okay? This is nuts. So,
Recapping on this video, guys. Yes, he education-wise, and just give you some advice. Pay attention to your APR. Pay attention to your interest rate. You have to understand that high interest rates and making payments over the total term of the loan, you're going to pay a lot of money for this car. A lot of money. Principal, making additional payments towards your principal, not towards your payment. That's something to pay attention to. Guys, if you liked the video, if you like the insight, if you like the advice, please leave a like, subscribe, comment what you took away from this video, and if you'd like to see more, please let me know. I'm here to help you guys out. I come from a very humble beginning, and I didn't have anyone teach me how money works and interest rates and APR. And you know, my mom, before she passed, you know, she thought 560 credit score was good. I had to learn the hard way. I had to experience and learn. So take my experience, learn from it, take my knowledge and learn from it. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate you leaving a like. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Any more advice that you guys want, or any other questions that you guys have, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. And you guys will see me in the next video. Have a good one.